What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog, and if you're a first-time visitor, thank you for stopping by. This is one of 5 videos. I do 5 videos per week, so I'll always have fresh and killer content. I hope it's killer. If it's not, just tell me. I can take it. I'm a big boy. But anyway, 5 videos a week, so I promise you'll love it. Please smash that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. So anyway, I've got sort of a Q&A, not really a Q&A, but kind of a Q&A. One of the questions I get a lot is, when I'm doing the coyote swap, am I going to miss the 302? And what kind of sparked this video was I got an email this morning that said, hey Caleb, I'm kind of considering doing a coyote swap of my fox body. Are there any things that you think you're going to miss about the pushrod 302? And that one kind of got me to thinking, and I've been thinking about it all day. So what I did is kind of compiled a short list of some of the things that I'm going to miss about the pushrod 302. So one of the main things that, the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm thinking about stuff that I'm going to miss about the little 302, the pushrod 302 as opposed to the modular 302, is, my personal ability to work on them. I've been messing with these cars since the mid to kind of the early 90s. And, at first I had to make repairs and figure them out, because if I didn't, I wasn't going to be able to get to work when I was, 18 years old. And so I learned a lot, and I learned it really fast. And over time, as, I became a little more financially stable, I was able to do heads and cams, intakes, superchargers, stuff like that. And so, for a good 20 plus years, I've been messing with these little 302s, and I learned a whole crap ton about them. And the modular engines, while, I know some of them, I know somewhat about how they work, how they go together. As far as the internal workings, as far as installing cams and replacing heads and stuff like that, I just don't know a whole heck of a lot about them, especially like the whole timing chain, and how to time the engine, stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that you don't really think about. Now, what's interesting is you're not going to have to change heads typically on a modular car. At this point, you can do like ported stock heads, or you can do like the boss heads, stuff like that. But that's not something you would do like on a 302, where you're going to bolt on like some AFR 185s or something like that. It's, the old 302s, the way you made power was to bolt on heads and intake, stuff like that. And these coyotes specifically, like the heads are so good from the factory, which is why they make so much power in out of 302 cubic inches. It's just not something that is going to lend itself to need to being changed. And quite frankly, there's no companies that actually make aftermarket heads. Now, TrickFlow does for the old 2-valve motors, but again, they didn't make a whole heck of a lot of power. They're extremely complex and expensive to make, and it's something that just didn't really make sense. Now, granted, I do have some experience with these engines, like Mrs. Foxcast GT. I had to replace the intake on it, and I've had to do water pumps and, replace tensioners and idlers, stuff like that, radiators, and so they're not overly complicated on the external part, just bolting stuff on, like cold air intakes and intake plenum, stuff like that. And truthfully, putting an intake on a modular is freaking simple. I mean, it's literally simple. You don't have to scrape gaskets, anything like that. All the gaskets are reusable, and they're all little 10mm bolts, and you're done. But so that's one of the main things that I'm going to miss is, being able to swap in a cam without even thinking about it, or swapping heads in a day, and it's not a big deal, stuff like that. But the more I think about it, like the main thing that I'm going to miss is just that nasty, rowdy cam noise, the kind of raw, unpolished feeling that you get from a modded pushrod motor. And it's like, you know, you're sitting in a traffic light, your hood is shaking, pretty much the whole car is shaking, and the person in the car next to you, he knows what's up. He knows that this thing is freaking wicked. But if you need an example, I've got a fantastic one. This car was featured on the website 2 weeks ago, Todd Eckelberger's LX hatch. And so I'm just going to give you a nice example of what a ridiculous sounding pushrod 5.0 sounds like. Roll the tape. Is actually freaking ridiculous, and it's got that vortex on it. It's got the crazy sound, and wow, it just like gives me chills. But anyway, I've got another example, and this is my buddy Corey's notch, and this is a solid roller cam 408 Windsor. I think it's 408. Yeah, it's 408, and it just chops. I mean, like chops like you would not believe, and yes, okay, you can do ghost cam tunes. You can put cams in them, but the problem is it's just not going to have that ridiculous sound. And another prime example of a ridiculous sound is Corey's solid roller Windsor notch. And so here it is for your viewing and listening pleasure. Yep, that's pretty freaking nasty. And I promise you, anything that pulls up next to a light, next to Corey, is going to be extremely afraid. I don't care what you're driving. However, I do have another fantastic and prime example. This one is Rob Wood's GT. And not only is it a freaking nasty small block Ford with a huge custom ground cam, it also has not one, but two ridiculously large turbos on it. And he's just actually finished the car, so you know there's no dyno numbers or track times yet. But car is ridiculous, and I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna let you check it out. So check it out. You kind of get the point of what I'm going to miss from my pushrod motors. Yes, I knew them inside and out. I've been messing with them for years and learned through a lot of trial and error. And, you know, built quite a few of them, went really fast with quite a few of them. And so, yeah, I'm going to miss them. But if you caught the video I did a few weeks ago, I am planning another Fox body build. This one's going to have a nasty forged 331 AFR 185 heads. It's going to be EFI, probably going to spray the piss out of it and drag race it a lot. So no fear there. I will have another pushrod motor simply because I love them, but I wanted to do the Coyote simply because it's new and uncharted, and there's a lot of people that want to do it and kind of needed a hand. So who am I to say no? Let's do it. Let's drop the Coyote in my car. So that's what I'm doing. So yep, those are the two reasons, and I hope you enjoyed today's upload. I certainly did. I can listen to that sound all day long. But anyway, if you did like what you saw, please shoot me a big thumbs up, and make sure you smash that subscribe button. And I will be back with you tomorrow with possibly some Friday beatdown action. Now, here's the thing. If you don't know what Friday beatdown session is, you need to go back and watch the other videos. But I offered you the opportunity to make it on the channel. Send me your beatdown and kill videos. They got to be good quality, and they got to be in landscape mode, stuff like that. But you'll have that opportunity to be on the channel, and I'll kind of vlog about your kills and stuff like that. So super cool stuff. Email is in the description of the video if you want to shoot me those, and I'd love to check them out. But in the meantime, I got to get back to work, and see y'all tomorrow. Later, guys.